Hey, what's up? It's Bentley and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to talk gender dysphoria. I asked a bunch of my friends what gender dysphoria means to them, and I'm going to put all their videos right here.
Dysphoria for me is insanely layered and crazy and nuts, but it's mostly just that odd disconnect of seeing myself as any other woman out there and then knowing that there are things that are different and trying to fit into that and being reminded that things are different, whether it's the way I sound, my size, just constant reminders that I am not the same as other women are. But at the same time, if I'm hanging out at home on my own or in good spaces where I'm validated, I have less dysphoria. It really happens when I get misgendered. It just kind of triggers it and reminds me how prevalent it is, and always trying to fit these boxes and spaces just to be left alone and to be left alone. And yeah, that's what dysphoria has been. And it's like ebbs and flows. Some days are worse than others. Sometimes you look at body parts and you're like, I wish that wasn't there. And some days you look at body parts, you're like, I wish that was there. And it's always like this ideal that we're chasing. And I think like no matter how far you are in your journey transitioning, there's always going to be something as a trans person. But if you can find that comfort and find a place and accept yourself, I think it's a lot better in the long run than trying to fulfill all these boxes. It's just healthier.
For me, being non-binary means freedom. To be who I am exactly without having to try to be somebody else that somebody else decided for me. I get to just be me, and I know who that is more than anybody else.
Hey, my name's Blaine. I've been on T for 4 years now, and for me, gender dysphoria, it's kind of like a bathroom sign. You walk in, and it might have the female side on the outside, but the second you get in there and there's a urinal, you're like, whoa, this isn't right. Did I go in the wrong door? Yeah, so my body used to look female on the outside, but on the inside it was always male. So the second I started transitioning and the outside started matching the inside, that dysphoria went away. However, it doesn't go away completely. You still get it from time to time because not everything's going to be perfect, but after a while, it does feel good.
Hey, so this is what dysphoria means to me as a modern day, openly trans woman living in the South. And that is the constant pressure of what I've always led to believe women and men should always be, and these unrealistic pressures that are even just on cis women. But to me, it's just when you can just look at yourself and then you can just find these little small fragmented details or like little parts of your body that are just weird to you. It's like just heavy burdens of pain that doesn't feel like it could be lifted, but obviously through trial and error you can get through it. So that's what it means to me.
Hi, I'm Ann Huber, and this is my thoughts on gender dysphoria. For me, it's kind of changed as I've transitioned. It started out as just being kind of like uncomfortable in my skin and like a constant anxiety and always being there and always kind of crushing just a little monkey on your shoulder. I think as I've transitioned and I've gotten more comfortable in my body, then it too has kind of diminished and gotten better. That anxiety and loathing of like all of my body kind of has shifted, and I still have it, and it still comes in waves, and generally it's not something I really expect, but it hits me. Mostly, these days I find it just like one or two bits of my body that I, haven't gotten removed at this point, but yeah, getting there. So it's one of those that's here, always with you, but it gets better as you transition. So yeah.
I'm actually pretty lucky that my personal experience involves a lot more euphoria than dysphoria, but I definitely have my moments from just feeling a bit, disappointed or uncomfortable, or even all the way to feeling completely unsafe in certain environments. I feel it when I look in the mirror. I feel it when I'm trying to find clothes that fit. I feel it when I'm doing hair removal, when strangers or sometimes even friends misgender me. I can just be, again, just a discomfort, but it can also range to full-on panic. And it can really make it difficult to know whether I'm expressing the way I want to or just meeting societal pressures.
I'm James Fuchs, and this is Dysphoria Euphoria. Dysphoria for me is layered 3 binders deep. Can't move, can't breathe, still being called she. Dysphoria's tears not crawling out of bed, sobbing at the mirror, dreaming of death. Dysphoria is knowing every exit as you enter, scanning faces, searching for danger. Dysphoria is cowering in a bathroom stall as someone tries to break the door off the wall. Dysphoria is self-destruction and self-deletion. Dysphoria tells me I wasn't meant for completion. If I'm not myself, no one can truly hate me. If I destroy myself, maybe I can die and be free. Dysphoria is having to give away my knives, so I don't take them to my own chest. Euphoria is learning to cut my own due. Bleach it, dye it, and style it too. Euphoria is a beard, sideburns, my name. Euphoria is knowing my passport says the same. Euphoria is the moment I woke in the recovery room, post-surgery, glowing, slowly coming to. Euphoria is he, euphoria is a faux hawk, a button-down, a suit, custom vest, glow up. Euphoria is being loved for me, not cast aside because of my anatomy. Euphoria is falling in love for the first time with the person I see in the mirror at night. Euphoria is waking up every day with a smile instead of dying every night in my dreams.
The only thing in the entire world that sucks more than being trans is trying to pretend that you're not. So, suck it up and deal with it and live your life.
Hi, my name is Mo. I'm non-binary and my pronouns are they, them. And dysphoria to me is not feeling comfortable with my chest size. I have no wishes when I get top surgery to have nipples or a male appearing chest. I actually don't want any nipples, and I want it to kind of be a mesh of female and male together because I don't want bottom surgery. But in my clothes, in my room, and the things that I surround myself with every day, sometimes things that I once liked can now make me feel dysphoric because I feel like they aren't validating my gender. But I get caught up in my head sometimes when I think those things. But now I'm comfortable with myself, and I feel like anything that I pick that I like is me, and nobody gets to validate that except for me.
Dysphoria was like a background radiation in my life. It was a pervasive disconnection between my body and mind. It's like a really stereotypical thing, but it's really true. I never really felt at home in my own body. Looking at my body and trying to figure out, the parts that I liked was just this feeling of pain, really big pain, and I couldn't really put it into words until I started researching trans-related stuff. Beyond the physical, it was also an emotional process where I felt like I was just playing a role that I wasn't really there all the time. And every relationship that I had felt fake because I was holding in this truth that I couldn't share with people. I didn't know that I could be as in tune with my body until I started HRT. Like that feeling of euphoria where the radiation comes into tune, you can actually think clearly and you don't have this cloud kind of oppressing you. That was huge. And I dread those days that I forget my meds because that radiation starts to come back into my life.
So that was super heartwarming and informative. Here is a TikTok from my friend Ray. Gender dysphoria to me, on the physical side, I would say it is looking in the mirror and seeing something that is not what you see in your head, or when you're by yourself and you're in a room and you just picture yourself in that room as a certain way, a certain energy, a certain look, and you go and you see yourself in a reflection in the glass or in a mirror, and it is a completely different thing, and you are like, how did that, like, how did that get in the mirror? I don't even know, like, there's not even words for it. It's like, how is my brain, for as long as I can remember, seeing me as this, and then I look and it's totally just a stamp of invalidation just right there. So it's confusing, it's scary, it's frustrating. I'm very happy to be on hormones. Another thing with gender dysphoria, before I started taking testosterone, I've wanted to start a YouTube channel for years. I could not film videos and edit videos with my voice before I started T. For years I wanted to start a YouTube channel, and I would make a video, and I would go to edit it, and I would hear my voice, and I would be like, nope, 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 I don't care, I cannot put this online, I cannot sit through and edit this, I can't hear it. So those are just two examples on the physical type side of dysphoria. And as far as social dysphoria goes, social dysphoria for me is not being able to go get the mail in the morning until I put on my binder, because if someone sees me and they don't see me as how I see myself. Social dysphoria is being in a group of people and meeting a bunch of guys, and you see them shake hands with another guy, and then they come up to you and hug you. So I tour in a band and I play drums. I've been touring for 8 or 9 years, long time, since I was 18. And the last 5 years I've been in a band with a cisgender male. And when we meet a sound guy, 99% of the time, the sound guy just assumes that I'm not the drummer. It's wearing a cutoff t-shirt thinking I look manly and good, and then having some guy put his hand in the shirt and touch my skin. This is really hard to record. I think that's gonna be it for now. I really want to have a video in the future where I go really in depth about gender dysphoria as far as every part of my body and every mental thing and different experiences I've had. But it's late and I want to edit this video a lot. My beautiful friends put some amazing stuff together for me for this video, so I really hope you enjoyed that, to see a bunch of different perspectives of just how different people live their life and how they have and suffer from dysphoria, or the positives of gender euphoria when you've like figured some shit out. But thank you all so much for watching this video. I didn't think it would be this hard to talk about this. Kind of feel bad that I asked my friends to even talk about it because it's kind of triggering. Yeah, maybe I'm in a weird mood because I just got off TikTok and I watched a bunch of protests and Black Lives Matter stuff, and that just really bums me out. I didn't think this would be the video I'd be getting all real with y'all. I was trying to make like a lighthearted, fun, educational video. This is dysphoria. Looking... Just like to pick apart every single part of my body. Just pick it off. If I could wake up tomorrow with no tits and a dick. Yeah, so gender dysphoria is a real thing. I suffer from it. It's shit, in my opinion. That is only my opinion. I'm not speaking for anyone else in this video, but in my opinion, having gender dysphoria fucking sucks, and I would do anything to not have it, and that's why I'm on testosterone. That's why I'm getting my tits chopped off, and I can't wait to go to the ocean and swim without a shirt on. Yeah, I don't like having gender dysphoria, I guess, it's the end of this video. If you like this video, please subscribe. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at @TheBendyBoo. I'm doing another binder giveaway here coming up, so find me on Instagram and you can figure out how to win that binder. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Peace!